Thanks for stopping by. This is Amy, and tonight I'm going to demonstrate to you another brush stroke on a different brush. It's a number 10 Loew-Cornell, number 7930 Flora paintbrush. There's a different kind of a tip to it. Kind of reminds me of the filbert, but a little bit pointier. So anyhow, I've already started to put some paint in it, and I'm actually triple loading it, meaning that I'm putting in 3 different types of paint. When you get a new brush, something that you're not used to, I would definitely recommend playing around with it a little bit, just to kind of get the feel for it and see how it handles. Okay, so just like I did last night in the previous video, I'm just going to take my paintbrush and just kind of see what kind of strokes I get with it. And I'm basically just laying it flat and pulling it a little bit. So I'm just pushing down and pulling it, pushing it down and pulling it. Of course, my paint's getting light there on my brush. You definitely want to make sure your brush is 3/4 of the bristle full of paint. Okay, so anyhow, this is what it looks like just doing it as that type of a stroke. Now I could see myself maybe pulling it, going like that, and pulling it out to create a petal or a flower. And as I mentioned in the previous video, flowers are my favorite thing to paint. I'm not really into too much of anything else. As far as landscapes and that type of thing, I'm really not a landscape person. Alright, so you can just, kind of go around, pull your brush, and just, keep going around. Now, you may not like it like that. You might want to just do it and, well, let me put more paint on there. That was a bad example. But you might want to just have it to where you're going around and you're pulling it towards the flower instead of away. And I am using canvas paper again like I used last night. I think, there's probably, except if you're going to practice, I would definitely use wax paper or something that's less expensive, just to get a feel for it. I mean, this is something that was recommended to me by a actual published painter. Now I'm doing it backwards here, sorry. I'm kind of dyslexic. I'm also left-handed, so if you're trying things that I'm showing you, you might have to do it in the reverse, just to forewarn you on that. Okay, so this time I'm going to go just on the side of it. Okay, what kind of a thing do I get on the side? Kind of pointy. Again, I am, triple loading it. So I have a Magenta, a berry wine, and a Wicker White. And these, of course, are Art Enamels, as I've mentioned in the past. I love these, and I use them on every surface. Not just, that one's a little bit weighted. I guess I did it backwards too. But I could see this also being good to use like for a daisy or some type of a flower that's kind of similar to that. And just make, if you're going into more of a loose type of painting, that would probably work nicely for you. And I did bring out some green. See what kind of leaves, if I can do some leaves with these. What kind of leaves I can get. Not sure, are you seeing that? I'm trying to work on my videos, so I'm sorry if this one might be a little bit harder to do, the type of work I like to do as far as like one stroke kind of wiggling. But I think it would be okay for just point and touch. Just press down and turn it a little bit. And then you might, well, yeah, I guess you can use it like that too. Make your vines. I mean, you can always go back over something if you're losing the paint and it's not thick enough for you. You can do that. I'm not really sure about maybe using, or I would use, or if you're using two types, because I know some people will do, you know, just kind of a loose, two-sided kind of a leaf. So once again, you can just play with it and see how it works for you. And that's the fun in it. And like I said, this can be very relaxing too. If you know, are somebody that gets pretty stressed out during the day, and you just want some kind of calming, let's get out some paint and just play. You know, it's cheap enough where you can do that. At least I think it is. And like on these, if you do your loose flowers, you can do that. You can come in with it with another color and just kind of bounce it. Just make it loose like that. But anyhow, there you go. Tonight again, this is the Flora brush. And if you've had experience with it and have done different designs with yours, I'd love to see what you've done. Any comments, please feel free to comment. And stay tuned for the next video. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a good evening.